and welcome back to another episode of Aligned and Thriving for Teachers. It's time for another episode in our self-care series, and this one's a biggie. We're talking about learning to say no and setting boundaries. Yep, it's that scary little word, no. 2 letters that probably mean more to most teachers than anything else we say. So before you freak out or run off to make another to-do list instead of listening, hear me out. This episode is for every people-pleasing, overgiving, stretched too thin educator out there who says yes out of guilt, ends up with 5 extra jobs, has ever stayed back for that one meeting again, and just wants a second to breathe. So if you've ever said yes when your whole body was screaming, oh no, this episode's for you. So why does no matter more than you think? Because it honestly does. Saying yes to everything might make you feel like you're being helpful, but seriously, what is it costing you? Here's the hard truth. Obligation breeds contempt. You heard me right. Obligation breeds contempt. When you say yes out of guilt or fear, you start to resent the person who asked. Honestly, you do. You resent yourself too. That's not self-care. That is self-sabotage. And I'm saying this from the heart because I've done it before too. Honestly, when I say yes because I just want that person to just go away sometimes, and then I feel guilty and I honestly resent myself for making that decision. You can't live a peaceful, aligned life if you are always saying yes to the things that you hate. It's like drinking poison and hoping that someone else gets sick. Spoiler alert, they don't. You're the one who gets sick because you've done the thing. So think about that. So you need to have a bit of a mindset shift. And I talk about this a lot, but it's the guilt-free mindset shift. Let me give you your new permission slip. You are allowed to do what you love. Say it with me. I'm allowed to do what I love. And you are allowed to say no to what drains you, even if you're the one who's good at it, even if they're desperate, even if you are feeling so guilty, and even if you've said yes the last time, or if you think no one else will do it. There will be someone else that can do it. Trust me. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you self-aware. It makes you strong. It makes you someone who respects their time, energy, and their own mental health. Now, I'm not saying turn around and say no to everything. I'm saying in those moments when you are probably already stretched really thin and someone's trying to add something else to your plate. So I'm talking about those times. So I want to talk to you about now the pain versus pleasure sort of principle. So everything you do in life will either lead to pleasure, so rest, joy, achievement, or it will lead to pain, resentment, exhaustion, overwhelm, that type of thing. So the next time someone asks you for something, I want you to ask yourself, are the benefits of this yes that I'm saying worth the cost? Will this add to your joy or like contribute to your joy through someone else's? Or are you just avoiding that really awkward, inverted commas, like no moment, only to suffer through it later? So be honest with yourself. Your peace is too expensive to just hand out for free. Okay? You have a limited amount of time and you need to spread yourself where you think is going to work best. Okay? Now, there are a few different types of askers, if we call them that. Let's get cheeky for just a little sec. You know what I'm like. I like to be a little bit cheeky. You know, the types of people who won't take no for an answer. Okay, those people. There's a bully. They're the aggressive, pushy, might even threaten you with the, oh, well, I'll have to go to the principal then. Your job is to stay calm, get out the door, breathe, be firm, and repeat after me. Unfortunately, I just can't help you with that right now. Okay? That type of thing. The other type is the whinger. Like, you know, the ones, the really whiny ones. Oh, but I've got so much on already. How could I possibly do that as well? Oh, you just can't imagine if I have to do that too. They always ask me to do that. Can you please help me? Please, please. So you cave out of guilt and you take it on top of your load. And suddenly you're making 300 cupcakes for the staff fundraiser. Well done, you. Pat on your back. So your job is to politely point out that you also have a lot on too, and your time is just as valuable. Do not shrink it. Speak up. Okay? I said don't shrink yourself, Speak up for yourself. Then there's like the nagger, the one that just keeps asking you over and over and over and over like they're on repeat, but it's a new version of the same request every time. You need to have a firm line with this type of person, a repeatable phrase that you can just like feed back to them. But we'll talk about how you can do that next. But they're the main types of askers that you'll sort of encounter, or should I say, the main type of askers that I've encountered over my years in education. So let's give you some tools to help you say no, because I know I've had to learn this too. I'm a people pleaser, hands down. Like, I was really scared about doing this podcast because I know that this will either be something that you guys will love, or that there will be people that will want to contradict what I've said. And that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. And they won't agree. And the people pleaser in me is like, oh no, what if they don't like it? Well, guess what, guys? I've shifted my mindset and I've learned that what I have to say matters. And so I'm going to say it anyway. So you can listen or you don't have to, but I'm going to give you some tools that will help you to learn the things that I've learnt from my experience. And that's what I'm here for. Okay. So tools for saying no. Let me introduce you to what I've learnt as the 5-part boundary setting formula. Think of it as your get out of obligation free card with class. So doing it with a bit of style. So number 1, start with a compliment. Thank you so much for thinking of me, or I really appreciate you trusting me with this. Then step 2, give your answer clearly. Oh, I'm so sorry. I won't be able to take that on right now. Just keep it simple. Don't over explain yourself. You're just walking into trouble if you keep going. Number 3, say thank you. Thank you for your understanding. Keep it warm, but don't budge. And then number 4, encourage them. Oh, you've done such a great job with this before. I know you'll find someone who's a perfect fit who can help you further. And number 5, change the subject or like exit. I'd love to hear how that staff meeting went the other day. Or, I really need to make this quick parent phone call. Good luck with that though. And then leave. So that process in a nutshell for me. Thanks so much for thinking of me, but I'm sorry I won't be able to help you with that right now. Thank you for understanding. You've done such a great job with that before. So I know that you'll be able to find someone else that might be able to help you further. So I've really got to go and make this quick phone call, but good luck. And then walk away. See? Process simple, process works. Process also tried and tested and true. So your bonus tip, always have an exit strategy, even if it is just, I'm focusing on my health and my personal boundaries right now. I'm sure you understand. Because guess what? You are allowed to be working on yourself. You're allowed to be improving your own mindset and behavior and all of the things. It's no one else's business. So you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to name it up with people. I do. And just be honest. I'm a very honest person. I've told you before, I can't lie. So just take a leaf out of my book, don't lie, and just name it up. I'm really sorry. I can't do that at the moment. I hope you understand, and walk away. Easy as that. So don't ever apologize. You don't need to say sorry for having dreams or needing rest or working on yourself. Be vague when needed. You don't owe anyone your life story. It's your choice what you choose to tell. So you can say, that just doesn't work for me right now. That's a full sentence. Like, you can say that. You have my full permission to say that. Let people know what you're already carrying, because it's okay to say, oh, I'm sorry, I've already committed to other things. So you're not being lazy, you're actually prioritizing the things that you see as important. Sometimes people do, though, they just want to vent, not get saved. They just want time to talk to someone. And those are the times when you need to listen, nod, smile, and stay in your lane. And I do apologize if you hear any small humans or animals in the background of today's podcast, because it is the school holidays. So I am surrounded by my beautiful family, and I'm just taking that little window of time for me. Because, yes, I am venting through my podcast. And I love that you guys can listen and hopefully nod and smile and agree with the things that I'm saying, because this is real. This is real talk and real life. Next thing, you need to believe in yourself. Okay? Here's the part that we often forget. Boundaries are so much easier when you believe in your own worth. When you know that you're valuable and that you are important, when you know that you don't have to earn anyone else's approval by overworking yourself, when you trust that rest and joy are all a part of your success, you can stop people pleasing. You can stop shrinking yourself, and you can honestly step into your power. So not only do I believe in you, and I will make that clear, if you really feel like you're still working on your mindset of your confidence and believing in you and what you are capable of, just remember that there is always someone else that is there behind you, backing you and believing in you too. Because there is always a support of educators around you, supporting you, whether you know it or not. If you ever feel like you're alone in this, please remember that you're not. Okay? I've got your back. If you ever feel like you need to talk or vent to someone, you can DM me. I will be here. I am around, and I just want to help. So I hope that you're getting this message. Let me leave you with this today. No is not mean. Saying no is not being rude. Saying no is not being lazy, okay? Saying no can be considered a part of your self-care, because you are important and you get to choose what you say yes to. You are not here in this world to please everyone. You are here to live a joyful, purpose-filled life, and that life starts when you start backing yourself. So please listen to me when I say you are important. Okay? Back yourself. DM me if you've been struggling with those boundaries, or if you want a few get out of it extra lines just to keep in your pocket. Let's rewrite this narrative together, because aligned and thriving teachers, they know their worth. Okay? You know that you are important and your time is valuable. You are worth just the same as every other teacher out there. You are just as important, or in fact more important, because you need to value yourself. This has taken me years to learn the value of myself and develop the confidence in myself. I may appear, or previously probably have appeared, to be a really confident, chirpy person. But honestly, it was fake it till you make it. And that's what I did. So if you need to do that too, I get it. And I see you. And I'm here to support you. Because if you do keep doing things like me and fake it till you make it, you will make it. And you will be so much better for it. So I really hope you got the message today, and that I can help someone out there too. If you haven't already seen in some of the show notes or in some of my Instagram posts, that I have started creating some resources on Teachers Pay Teachers to help back up the podcast, just as those really gentle reminders and things that you can refer back to. Because I know in teacher life, sometimes I do forget. So I've started making some stuff just in little documents so that you can just whip them back up and have a look and refer back to it and just check in with yourself and how you're going. So there's a new one there around boundaries to remind you of all the things that I've talked about and some helpful strategies. So if you are still learning to put those boundaries in place, you can download that one and it will help support you in that space. So as always, keep going in your life. And if this is your holiday break or if you are at work, whatever you might be doing, enjoy, keep aligning, keep thriving, and just keep being you. I believe in you. Believe in yourself too. Talk to you next time.